Prism came into the tournament as the qualifier round 1 runner-up and left as the week 1 Legion Sunday Showdown champion and $5,000. Richard, not a bad way to spend your Sunday. How are you doing today, Prism?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking.
I'm glad to have you, man. And, I like to start off at least interviews by giving the viewers a chance to get to know a little bit about who you are. So tell me what got you into Fortnite and when you started competitive gaming.
I got into Fortnite around, I'd say, a few months ago, probably early March, early February at that time. Something that I played Counter-Strike competitively for a little bit. I wasn't semi-pro. I was like right below semi-pro. I played ESEA main with a few friends, and then once I got there, I was like, "This isn't it. This isn't doing it for me. Time, take a break, sit down from something, and try something else." And I guess Fortnite was that option.
Wow, that's crazy that you kind of started just a few months ago and you're already winning at least this tournament against some great players. I guess it's other than a PC game, it's not BR, but I guess it's still relatable, right? CSGO to Fortnite, at least in your perspective, shooting wise. Now, I know that you're only 16 years old. You're still a junior in high school. Now, one of the questions that I wanted to ask you that I think a lot of viewers may want to know is kind of how do you balance school life, being 16 years old, and then balance that with competitive gaming in Fortnite?
Yeah, balancing school and Fortnite and competitive gaming in general is kind of tough at some points, especially when you get projects and essays you got to do. But in the end, kind of just like have to do it. If you sacrifice the time to put your homework and put effort into like all these projects and essays, it's gonna come back and you'll be able to, play these tournaments, put time in, competitive gaming, and maybe succeed at one point.
Absolutely. And one of the things too about college, especially if you want to pursue that, I know a lot of colleges are opening up esports clubs at least. And I know they're including Fortnite in there. So maybe there's an opportunity for that in the future, depending on how much you start making and how far you go with Fortnite as maybe a career. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the tournament that we had last week. And in round 3, you played against Zenz and Gafal. Now, they were the winners of the same qualifier you played in earlier that week. And I know they beat you, but in the tournament, you ended up beating them. So I want to know, what was the difference maker as opposed to last time when you lost them? How did you beat them? What kind of strategies did you go in with that?
Me and Fighter talked right before the match. Like we were saying, we're going to play our own game. We're going to go into this, just not worrying on them at all, play our own game, see where the bus goes, and, just hope for the best. I think that game we landed Viking. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the bus went from like Lonely to like Snobby, I think it was. So the drop wasn't that bad. So like I was saying, I'm pretty sure we landed the bus went from, I think it was Whaling to Snobby, I think. And we landed Viking, also known as Valhalla, I think it is. I'm not sure. There wasn't a team there. I think it was a few players. I'm not sure. And then after that, I think they landed somewhere towards Risky. I saw that they went down early in the first game, and I'm pretty sure we were on European servers. So that was like, a big plus for us. And I'm pretty sure people know it's hard to build on like 100, 110 ping. So we took it slow. We just played our own game. After going Viking, we went down to the Risky houses, I think it is. And after that, we took Rifts and just kind of pickpocketed our way through the server.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up at least the landing spots because I kind of went through your VOD on your Twitch channel, and I know landing spots are incredibly critical whenever it comes to at least this format. Your rotations, all about picking up those eliminations. Now, you landed Valhalla, Viking 3 times, Racetrack 2 times, and then you threw in randomly Junk and Western. And I believe that's when you had a massive lead. I know you landed Western at the last during the finals, and that's because you were already 10-0 up, right? And I don't blame you for going there. Valhalla is one of my favorite spots to go to. Why did you guys favor that so much, at least Valhalla and Racetrack?
I think it's because, most of the tryhard sweaty players that go into pubs and squad games, they like to go salty, tilted, retail, pleasant, some of the bots, not to hurt on them. They like to go some random places, we try to like, try to get up with them, try to face them off and try to get those easy kills. From what I've seen in season 5, Valhalla is pretty like not dead, but if the bus or like if it's at the end of the bus, a lot of teams will not go there. And it's like an easy spot. There's a lot of chests. There's a lot of loot, ground loot. That's usually pretty good sometimes, So there's a lot of shield and all that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a fan of Valhalla Viking. The reason being is you go up there, like you said, usually the competition you're going to run into isn't that great, but you might get some eliminations up there. You get kitted out. You usually have rifts at that point. You can go over to Soccer Field, Greasy, Shifty, or even go into Tilted and kind of gauge your opponents from there. Maybe they drop early, like in some cases it happened. I know whenever you guys were playing quite a few times. Now, I know that the last game is up, right? You're going into finals and you're going off against a powerhouse team of Optic Mars and Optic Drama. Now, they had been tearing up the competition, and in fact, they just came off a win beating Liquid Vivid and Reverse, which was by far the favorite, at least going into this tournament. Now, going into this match, was there anything special you and Fighter planned to counter them? Because I know they'd been hot dropping the entire tournament.
You know, like when we weren't stream sniping at all, but like I was looking at their stream and see where they were dropping, if they were dropping hot, you know, if they were doing any type of risky plays, and I realized they were dropping hot, like retail. I think they went salty once, and I saw that, and I was like, okay, we may have a shot at beating them if they drop hot and they die early, and that's what they did, and that really worked out in our favor. Me and Fighter stuck to our Valhalla drop; it worked out perfectly. Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
And then I know after that, they ended up. So what happened was you guys landed Valhalla. They ended up landing Risky, I believe it was, and they went down. You guys were 10-0 up. And then, like I said, you guys went Western. They went retail. Didn't work out for them. So I was quite surprised, actually. And I was really happy, at least, because I know that was the first time we got to see you play and at least kind of spectate you guys. And I know at one point, I don't know if it was you or if your partner, Fighter, one was rocking a double SMG at that point. Was that you or was it your partner?
Nah, that's Fighter. That's all Fighter.
Is that something common that he likes to do? I know the chat was talking like double SMG. What where's the shotgun?
That's his new thing, or not really his new thing. He hates the shotgun meta. Personally, like from what I know, he hates that. He hates the whole take a shot at shotgun spam. He just likes going straight in a fight, spamming the walls, and just getting aggressive.
Yeah, it was interesting because I know at some point I was like, he's had plenty of opportunities to grab a shotgun, but he keeps a dual SMG. So it was by far very unique. Now, this tournament was big for you. I mean, obviously, you came in with your teammate. You guys won $5,000. You guys, I think it was only like a 3-hour tournament. That's not a bad way to spend your Sunday at all. With you being only 16, your career quite new, at least whenever it comes to Fortnite. What did this tournament mean to you and your teammate in terms of winning?
Well, when we first qualified for the tournament, I was like, okay, maybe we have a shot at this. Our bracket's not that hard. No, we faced up, I think it's Dingle Derper and then a few other European players. I was like, okay, maybe I can, get a few $100s out of this. We make it to set or make it to like quarters, get $500, and I'm fine with that, But once we got the quarters, I think it was. I was like, okay, it's time to go try hard. It's time to put full effort into this. It's time to make the comms 100%, give it your all. And I was just like, me and Fighter were on the same page the whole tournament. No matter what happened, we were always together. We always had the right comms. We always knew what to do. And yeah.
Right on. Yeah, I know you guys played extremely well. And in fact, you guys are already on the bracket for the next week for this Sunday coming up. Pretty excited to see how you guys perform. Your teammate, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the bracket, but you're already going against a team of Bolt, Jordberry, and Bolt Prince from the Bolt organization. Obviously, a very talented organization in themselves. I'm excited to see it because they're obviously the winners of this week's qualifier round 1. So they're talented, right? What can we expect from you and Fighter going into this Sunday, especially with Season 6? There's going to be new hot drops, especially near loot. Eliminations are going to go quick, so you gotta get them when you can. What's your strategy?
Personally, I don't have a strategy yet. I didn't play at all Season 6 yet. I'm kind of waiting, to get into the server. I think a good drop would probably be Loot Lake Factories, maybe, or like kind of Soccer Field. Are Rifts still in the game? I don't know if that's a.
Not too sure if Rifts are in the game. No, I haven't had a chance myself to kind of play or watch. It's been a busy day here.
Yeah. Now, if Rifts are still in the game, I would say Soccer Field is definitely a really good drop because you have that rift right there. You can take the rift over to Loot Lake. You can see over Tilted. You can kind of look into Pleasant a little bit. And, we can just pick what we want to do from there. That'd be kind of a good way to play it, I think.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hey, the good way to play it is whatever wins it, right? So we'll see what you guys are going to be doing whenever it comes up, at least in this next tournament that we're going to have. But man, I appreciate you coming on. But before we leave, I want to give the viewers at least a way to connect with you and learn more about you. Where can they find more about you?
You can always find me on my Twitter at PrismmxD or in my Twitch stream right now. My fans are not working the best, so that's why I didn't stream the tournament bad. But this Friday, I'm hoping to get new fans in, and I'll be streaming tournament this weekend, and I'm really excited for that. So,
Sounds good. I'm
yeah.
excited to see what you could bring to the table. Maybe be back-to-back victories. You already won the first one. Maybe there's more in store from you. But guys, if you enjoyed this interview, make sure to like and subscribe for more esports content here from UMG Events.